You are wearing a psychological straitjacket, and you are paying a massive premium for the privilege of keeping it on. Look at what you wore today. Look at the car parked in your driveway. Look at the brand of the phone in your hand. Now, ask yourself a brutally honest question. Did you buy those things because they are objectively the absolute best tools for your life? Or did you buy them to broadcast a silent, desperate message to the tribe that you are not failing? The modern consumer economy is not built on selling products. It is built on selling psychological armor. The financial system has successfully engineered a quiet, multi-billion-dollar trap that exploits your deep, evolutionary fear of social rejection. They have convinced you that looking rich is the ultimate goal, when in reality, looking poor is the most potent, destructive financial weapon you can wield in the modern age. Your desire to look wealthy is a massive, invisible tax on your future. And until you learn how to weaponize the art of looking ordinary, you will remain a highly decorated prisoner of your own lifestyle. So, take out your pencil and let us look at the brain mechanics. The system wants you to believe that status is something you can purchase in a box. They want you to believe that the luxury logo on your shirt is a shield protecting you from the judgment of your peers. But let us look at what your brain is actually doing here. Your prefrontal cortex is constantly running a background program inherited from your ancient ancestors. In the tribal era, low social status did not just mean a bruised ego, it meant starvation. It meant being cast out of the tribe to die in the wild. Your brain is hardwired to associate low status with literal physical death. Gregory S. Burns, a prominent neuroscientist who studied the neurobiology of conformity, made a terrifying discovery. When an individual goes against the consensus of a group, the brain does not process it as a logical disagreement. Instead, it activates the amygdala, the brain's fear center, triggering the exact same physiological pain response as a physical attack. Your brain experiences the fear of looking poor or looking unsuccessful as actual physical pain. Corporations and social media algorithms understand this biological glitch perfectly. They do not sell you clothes, cars, or jewelry. They sell you temporary relief from that social pain. They have successfully weaponized your evolutionary survival instincts to make you finance a life of lifestyle inflation. They have convinced you that faking wealth is a necessity, when the actual quiet elite understand that faking poverty is the ultimate tactical advantage. This is the psychological foundation of what French philosopher Girard called mimetic desire. Girard proved that human beings do not desire objects based on their intrinsic value. Instead, we copy the desires of other people. We want things simply because other people want them. We don't want the luxury car because of its engineering. We want it because we want to be perceived as the person who deserves that car. You get caught in an endless loop of copying the financial mistakes of your peer group, buying status symbols you do not need, with money you do not have, to impress people you do not even respect. You have been gaslit into believing that your self-worth is directly tied to your visible consumption. But while you are draining your cognitive bandwidth and your bank account trying to signal success, the truly wealthy are playing a completely different game. They are exploiting a psychological phenomenon known as the spotlight effect. Thomas Gilovich, a leading psychologist at Cornell University, conducted a series of landmark experiments on human egocentric bias. He proved mathematically that human beings suffer from an acute cognitive illusion. We believe that other people are paying far more attention to our appearance, our clothes, and our mistakes than they actually are. In one experiment, Gilovich had students wear a highly embarrassing t-shirt and walk into a crowded room. The students estimated that at least 50% of the people in the room would notice the shirt. In reality, less than 20% did. Your brain is lying to you. Your neighbors are not looking at your 5-year-old car and thinking you are a failure. Your coworkers are not judging you for not wearing the latest designer brand. They are far too busy suffering from their own spotlight effect, obsessing over how they look to you. Take out your pencil. Let us calculate the actual raw cost of this psychological illusion. Let us say you spend an extra $500 a month on car payments, luxury clothing, and premium subscriptions just to maintain a successful image. If you take that $500 a month and quietly invest it at a conservative 8% compound return, over 30 years, that money grows to nearly $750,000. That is $750,000 of silent, liquid wealth. You voluntarily sacrificed $750,000 of real, absolute freedom just to feed a spotlight effect that doesn't even exist. You traded your financial sovereignty for the illusion of temporary approval from strangers who are too self-absorbed to actually notice you. But the cost of looking rich is not just financial, it is a massive invisible tax on your personal safety and leverage. This is what we call the visibility tax. When you broadcast your success to the world through conspicuous luxury, you are painting a giant, glowing target on your back. Visibility is a liability. Looking rich attracts 4 predatory forces that are actively designed to siphon away your hard-earned margin first. It attracts opportunists, friends, relatives, and business associates, who only appear when there is a bill to be paid or a loan to be requested. When you look ordinary, your relationships are filtered. You find out exactly who loves you for who you are, and who was just trying to leverage your balance sheet. Second, it attracts the tax of high quotes. If you hire a contractor, a mechanic, or a lawyer, and you arrive in a high-end luxury vehicle wearing visible status symbols, your price tag carries an invisible luxury tax. The service provider looks at your lifestyle and automatically inflates their margin. When you look ordinary, you receive the standard competitive market rate. Third, it creates high expectations. If you look rich, your peer group, your partner, and your society expect you to consume like a rich person. You are forced to dine at expensive restaurants, stay at premium hotels, and buy high-end gifts just to maintain the character you have created. You are trapped in a self-funding prison of your own making. And fourth, it destroys your leverage in your career. If your employer knows you have an expensive lifestyle, a massive car payment, and high fixed costs, they know they own you. They know you cannot afford to say no to their demands because you are a hostage to your own lifestyle. You are docile because you need that paycheck to fund your image. But when you adopt the strategy of looking poor, you gain access to what the actual elite call counter-signaling. In behavioral psychology, counter-signaling is the practice where individuals of high status deliberately choose to display signals of low status. A billionaire who drives a 10-year-old pickup truck and wears a plain, unlabeled t-shirt is counter-signaling. They are so secure in their actual wealth and power that they have absolutely zero psychological need to prove it to the tribe. The fake rich signaling because they lack inner equity. The actual rich quiet signal or counter-signal because they have absolute sovereignty. By looking poor, you build a massive invisible shield of quiet wealth too. You maximize your rate of savings while completely eliminating the social tax of visibility. You are no longer trading your limited time on Earth for objects that lose value the second you buy them. You are trading your cash for options, for liquidity, and for peace of mind. Imagine 2 profiles in our generation. Dopamine Dave and Stoic Sarah. Dopamine Dave earns $100,000 a year. He leases a high-end sports car, lives in a luxury apartment, and wears designer clothes. He has a massive spotlight effect. His monthly fixed costs are $95,000. He has zero savings, high anxiety, and is one paycheck away from absolute ruin. Dave is a hostage to his own image. Stoic Sarah earns $60,000 a year. She lives in a modest, unlabeled apartment, drives a reliable older car, and wears simple, high-quality clothes. She has zero need to signal success. Her monthly fixed costs are $30,000. She saves and invests 50% of her income every single month. On paper, Dave looks like the winner. He gets the likes on Instagram, the temporary admiration of his peers, and the dopamine hits of fast consumption. But Sarah is the absolute owner of her time. In 5 years, Sarah has built a 3-year financial runway of highly liquid assets. If her job becomes toxic, she can look her boss in the eye and say no. If the market crashes, she can buy assets at a massive discount. Dave is a slave to his image. Sarah is the absolute master of her future. True wealth is not what you spend. True wealth is the absolute margin between what you earn and what you consume. Every dollar you spend trying to prove to someone else that you are successful is a dollar you have legally transferred to their pocket. The system wants you to buy status because status is highly taxable, highly depreciable, and keeps you dependent on their debt loops. But when you have the stoic discipline to look poor while silently building actual wealth, you have hacked the entire financial game. So, Here is the ultimate, uncomfortable psychological question you must sit with tonight. Are you willing to let your friends, your family, and your peers believe you are ordinary, or even struggling, so that you can quietly build actual permanent freedom in silence? Or is your fragile ego so addicted to the temporary dopamine of their approval that you are willing to trade your entire financial future just to keep faking it? Take out your pencil one last time. 2. Write down your true net worth, not your income, not the value of your leased assets, but your actual liquid runway. If that number does not give you absolute peace of mind, then it is time to throw away your psychological straitjacket. Stop buying their armor and start building your wealth in absolute